Utah called the Intermountain Power Plant. And so, yeah, over a third of our power comes from dirty coal-fired plants.
So all the way from Arizona and Utah?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Do you know is a lot
out of sight, out of mind.
In someone else's backyard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a lot of energy lost in transport, or do you know?
That's a really good question. I mean, the grid is really old, so I would assume so. I don't have an exact figure.
Seems like a long way to go, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it is. And you know, that's every time a Los Angeles Department of Water and Power customer pays their DWP bill, they're essentially shipping that money out of state to prop up two dirty, dangerous, polluting coal-fired power plants. You know, not only is coal a huge driver of climate change here in the United States, but coal plants are also responsible for spewing out high levels of arsenic, lead, mercury, sulfur dioxide, all sorts of toxic components that are very harmful to human health and cause such problems as you know, cancer and asthma and heart disease.
I'm sure they affect wildlife too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, coal plants are very water intensive, and as a result end up polluting a lot of waterways as well.
So what do you have you done? Have you had any successes?
Well, I'd say the biggest success has been educating people about this issue in LA and calling them to action. You know, we started working on this effort with other partners, the main one being the Sierra Club here in LA, which has done tremendous work on this coal campaign for several years now in the area. And we just joined up this last fall, and we started working on the campaign. We organized a large rally on October 10th on the south lawn of the Los Angeles City Hall, where we had over 1,000 people come out and join us as part of this rally. And it was a rally to kick coal out of LA. So that was really empowering to see so many people come out, participate in that event. And since then, we've collected over 3,000 petition signatures. We've gotten hundreds of people to call their member of the Los Angeles City Council to demand a coal-free future by 2020, which is what we're asking for, what we're working towards. We've had 2 members of City Council, Los Angeles City Council, agree to support our campaign. Let's see, what are some other good things? We've had over 300 local businesses sign on to endorse our campaign, 12 neighborhood councils throughout the city of Los Angeles, dozens of other community organizations. So, you know, it's a lot of work organizing.
It's got some momentum going, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's a lot of work organizing in such a large city like Los Angeles, and the task ahead of us is tremendous. It's a tremendous challenge to get the second largest city in the country and the largest public utility in the country to phase out coal and to do it rapidly. But it's absolutely essential. And in a progressive state like California, and a progressive city like LA, we need leaders who are willing to stand up and prioritize doing the right visionary thing in a moment like this. And so our campaign, we're looking to the Los Angeles City Council to fight for these priorities and to really steer the Department of Water and Power, and we're looking to leaders there as well to prioritize getting off of coal swiftly by 2020.
By 2020. Mm-hmm. So you guys, you want us to get off coal, but do you offer some kind of plan, an alternative, or is that for them to figure out?
Well, ultimately, that's absolutely for them to figure out, but what we're a part of, you know, because you got to talk about solutions, and there are tremendous opportunities to do this. So, you know, we work with dozens of community organizations in Los Angeles as part of a coalition effort on a campaign to get green jobs at the Department of Water and Power. That's one great opportunity, and that's a new campaign that hasn't even kicked off yet, and we'll be launching this fall. But there's incredible opportunity for energy efficiency. Right now, the utility is doing the bare minimum, basically, as what it could do for in terms of energy efficiency savings. And so if we were able to set more ambitious goals for saving 20% energy by 2020, that right there would put a tremendous dent in the energy that we're sucking out of these coal plants. And then, of course, you know, LA is awash with renewable energy potential, especially solar. And so there are great opportunities locally to invest more in solar right in the city of Los Angeles, and that would create green jobs for communities that really need jobs right now. So there are great opportunities, and we're working with many partners throughout the city to support those efforts and those campaigns as well.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So we could go onto your website and find out all about your campaigns and where to buy our food and how we volunteer and stuff like that?
Absolutely. If you go to greenpeace.org, you can read about all of our different campaigns. You can look up information about volunteering, and you can, that's the best jumping off point for learning how to get involved and be a part of the great work we're doing.
So you said 2020 is the goal, right?
That's
so
right.
What do you think? We're going to meet that goal or what?
It's going to depend. It's going to depend on a lot. It's a really challenging effort to look at how we will change up our energy mix here in the city. And what it really requires is people standing up and just demanding that we do it. There are bigger challenges that we've faced as a city here in LA and as a country really in the past, and you rise to the challenge because you have to. So I'm confident. We already have seen some really positive movement. The LADWP just in the last year released their integrated resource plan, which is a 20-year plan for where the utility will source its energy from. And that has us getting out of one of our coal plants, the Navajo station in Arizona, early, ahead of the ending of our contract with that facility. So that's a huge step forward, and so we're just hoping to really keep building on that momentum.
So we have 39% from these coal burning power plants, and that means 61% are renewable sources?
I wish we have natural
hydro, or
we have let's see, we have some hydro, I believe, renewables, and then we have natural gas plants as well, which isn't so much better, but
it is better than coal.
Depends on who you ask. There's a lot of problems with natural gas. Greenpeace certainly is opposed to any sort of natural gas plants, but in terms of their carbon emissions, they're a little better than coal.
And we don't have to mine them. We don't have to destroy mountaintops
for natural
extract
gas.
Natural gas.
Well, unfortunately there's a problem with natural gas that's just as destructive, and it's called fracking. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you have, and it basically involves injecting certain types of liquid chemicals into cracks in the earth where natural gas deposits are located in order to force them out so we can collect them. And that's something that's having a tremendous impact on ecosystems and polluting water, contaminating water.
On the aquifers and stuff,
exactly,
right?
And we don't even have a sense yet of how long-term the damage from practices like fracking will be.
There's already a movement to stop that, right?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of growing awareness about fracking. So it's a tricky thing, because in a lot of places, this is the fastest way to get off of coal is to do a conversion of natural gas at these plants. But, nothing is without its problems.
We have to wrap it up anyway.
Oh.
So any final words to our LA consumers? Or?
I would just encourage anyone who's an LADWP customer to look, how can they get involved in our local campaign. I would urge people to call their members, city council, and talk to them about coal and ask them to support getting our city off of coal by 2020 and investing in renewable energy and green jobs. And just get active. Go to our website. There's a place for everyone at Greenpeace.
Thank you so much for coming. It's been delightful.
Thank you. It's been great to be here.
Thank you for watching. So you've heard it here. Just go to greenpeace.org, right?
That's
greenpeace.org and find out where you should shop and how you can help in the efforts to get LA clean. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. It's been really